So hello all, welcome back to a great video, and I am Imran. You're watching Scientifically. Yeah. So today we are going to see about a very complex topic in CMDB, which is identification and reconciliation rules. What is identification and reconciliation? We used to call it as IRE, which is identification and reconciliation engine. So what is this? Um, for example, if you're updating your CI, okay. So if you're updating your CI using Discovery or some other source, kind of through import set, or you're using AWS, or you're doing using Microsoft too, okay. What is? And these are all the things which is these are all the ways you can able to update your CI. In that CI you can able to set which is a condition to which is identify your CI. So for example, to identifying the CI, so you will be setting a set of routes. For example, let me dive in that CI class manager. If I tell you the which is telling you a story or example, and if you watch exactly what is the thing means, you can able to understand clearly. So we'll go to this hierarchy and we'll search for server. In that server we'll go to Windows server. Yeah, see, as we saw yesterday, the basic infos and the attributes, and the other thing which is CI list and health part. I'll be explaining the entire thing, which is completeness, compliance, and correctness in a later part. Okay. So this thing, the important thing is identification and the reconciliation. And let me go by one. Okay. So you'll be setting a rule which is to identify the CI for the Windows server. For example, if a source is getting a CI called Imran Windows server, it will be identify that if that using these rules, which is you'll be setting a rule call which is 100, and the main table should be setting as the name, which is main table setting as a name. So what is this name? So you'll be identifying based on the name for Windows Server CI. For example, let me take Imran Windows Server. It just first check the if the Imran Windows Server is already existing in the in our database or not. For every discovery or every which is for populating CMD for populating CI in the CMDB, it always look into the update the CI. If it has nothing, which is for it has nothing priority or nothing identifier to update the CI, then it will go to create the CI. For example, I'm going to server. In the server thing, you'll be understand exactly what I'm trying to say. So first, it checks it checks the product instance identifier. What is product instance identifier? It is a unique number for a set for a product or an instance. Instance in the sense, what I'm trying to say is, um, in one Oracle DB, okay, in one Oracle DB, there might be a multiple Windows server may be installed. Am I right? Which is in one DB, one database, in one database, might be have been used, which is a multiple servers, right? So for each server they will be having a uh, they may be having a unique number called, which is PID, sorry, PID, which is product instance identifier. So for that, uh, that is a unique number, which is the combination of serial number plus plus, and which is the combination of two or three, which is um, two or three unique number and the serial number, which is like that. It will be having for the for which is PID, which is product instant identifier. Okay, so it first check the instance identifier. If the CI doesn't have a product instance identifier, it goes to it go and check the serial number and serial number type in the hardware table. You can able to see that if even though if the CI is server, it's searching serial number and serial number type in the hardware table. So it's not searching in the server table, it's searching in the hardware table, because server is inherited from which is hardware, which is extended from the server, from the hardware. See, while creating a table we can able to give extended or extensible. Extended, which is extended, is equal to, which is derived from parent, which is for example, incident is extended from task. And if you're creating a new table called Imran incident, Imran incident table is extended from incident, which is also incident is extensible. If we make it as a table as a extensible, we can create a child table as well. So which is, for example, from here, computer is extended from hardware and it also extensible for the server. This act as a parent as well as child, which is child of hardware and parent of server. So this is the explanation for extensible. So coming back to searching for a serial number and serial number type in the hardware table, it search for that. If it finds, it will update. Otherwise, it go to serial number. Why there is priority 100 is serial number and priority 2 is serial number. Priority 200 is serial number. Why? Because here the lookup table is serial number. See, you can able to see that search on table, lookup table, which is this priority 100 is referring hardware, and in that hardware it referring another serial number, another table called serial number. It's searching in the serial number table. And here, if it also not findable, it goes to hardware. In that hardware table it's searching for the serial number. If it also not findable, it will also search the hardware table as a name. It is also not available, it refers to the network adapter table, and it will search for MAC address and the name. If it also not findable, it will going to create the CI in the CMDB. So this is how identification rule works according to the, which is according to the which is priority. So let's go to our Windows server. Where is that? Let me search it. Yeah, I'll go to Windows server. In that Windows server, the identification rule is it just going to Windows server table and searching for the name. That's all. So there is nothing else. And if you coming back to reconcile rule, and what, first of all you have to understand what is reconcile. So for example, what does reconcile in the sense? Comparing the two records and deciding which record, comparing the two record or both record, and making the decision to which one should I update, or which record should I take. So that is called reconcile. So comparing both and taking one, so that is reconcile. So for this, in a CMDB reconciliation rule, it takes uh, you for example, you may take it as a CMDB as a four-way junction. In that four-way junction, uh, there is no traffic signal and no police, which is traffic police, are there. What will happen? Everyone will come here and there without prior any notification, with many horn. Even though if there is a if someone is in rush, it will be make an accident and it may collapse the entire traffic, right? For that, reconcile rule is a act as a traffic police, and it stops and it checks who to come first and who to for who to give the right access, like that. So it will checks who to come prior, and it checks who to get the access to update the CI. So this is how it works, which is reconciliation. So as I mentioned, reconciliation rule is about uh, if the it's setting the discovery source and what is the priority of it, or and we have to give which attributes and all, which is, I said, right, for whom and all I need to give access as a traffic police. So these are all the things which I'll giving access, which is access to go. And I can also set a filter, and sync to is on, like that. Yeah. Like this I can able to give it. So let me save it. Reconsider another rule, same discovery overlapping. Yeah, I have give a service now. Yeah. So let me give other automated. Yeah, let me save it. Now it's saved. So see, we have created a reconcile rule. So this is how it works. So you can ask Imran, you have said right. Yeah, I can understand. Identification role is identifying with what are the thing list of items we have giving rules. It will identify, and it will allow the CA to update or create in that CA. So what is reconciliation? Also, I have Imran. Uh, you have told that reconciliation is okay, fine. It's about priority, and you just said a traffic, like that. So now we are going to see the practical example of how it works. So we'll go here and choose that ACP here, and we have opened that, which is CMDB CI Windows Server .do, which is CMDB CI Windows Win underscore server. This is a table name. Okay, so this is the one of the record which we have here. So we are going to update. We are going to update the CI using discovery. So you can ask Imran, without mid server, how can we do it? How can we update the CI? So here it works with background script. Script hyphen background. If I click open this in a new tab, this is the black theme I got from the SN utils. SN utils, I used to choose a black theme, so that's the reason it's showing as a black. Fine. So here I have previously have the code. Let me paste it, and here I'm just updating that the name. Okay, yes. Okay, view service now, and see, let me explain this code. We are sending a JSON file, which is inside. We are sending a JSON payload. This is a payload, you know. We used to get a payload from here. This, yep. Mm, and using page script and everything fine. IP, the serial number, key address, and let me model ID is 220. As of now, it's not required. And short description updating using page script. Yeah, fine. So here we are sending a payload in a, see, if you check this, it just defining what is the thing and what are the things have been given like this. Yeah, it's a great feature, right? Yeah. So open bracket, you're passing as an object, and inside the item is the object name, and inside the object you'll be giving a key and the value, and key and the value, and keys and the value. Okay, so you're telling that the class name, just a class name, is a Windows server, and you're saying lookup in the sense you're giving lookup, which is a property, which is it will search, right? Okay, so it gives, you're also giving the values, and which is you're giving a value called name, serial number, and IP address, MAC address, install status, and short description, manufacturer and discovery source, sys class name, and the sys class name. This is most important thing. So this is a class which is here, which is, let me configure. And I'm adding the class. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, fine. So I'm adding class to the form. So this is how you can able to edit a form. See, this is the class which is Windows Server. So we are giving Windows class for looking up for this class, for updating the class. So this is not a thing which is, this is not a necessary thing. So if we going to update another class to class means it will work. So let me tell you in a different video how to change the class. Okay, so as of now this is also not needed. Yep, fine. So here we are making this complete JSON, which is complete payload, as it converting as a JSON, and you're giving as an input. So in this input we are making that, we are giving that uh, we are completely making this as a input. Okay, yeah. So also we are defining that output, which is output SNC, SNC dot identification engine script table API. This is an API which is a ServiceNow out of the box, which is a default um, API which triggers identification rule, which is under identification engine script. Okay, uh, which is dot create or update. So we are going to create or update the CI, which is the service. This is inside the bracket, which is we are giving a service now as a um, service now as a discovery source. Okay, yeah, and yeah, this is, and we are giving as an we are giving this complete input as a complete object as an input. Yeah, here. So I'm also which is I'm also printing this once it's updated. I'm just printing the output here. So let me check according to our identification and the reconciliation rule. Let's see it is updating or not. Okay, yeah, see the discovery sources source now. Let me run the script. See, CI is updated, and see, you can able to see this activity stream logo, which is it has been updated. See, updated using IRE using background script, which is we given here has been updated. Why why the serial number and the description has been updated? Because here you can able to see that in this attributes they are saying that. So from I'll tell you from the identification, it identifies in the server table using name. See, this is the name. It find out. It just find out the thing, which is using the identification rule. It find out the name. Yeah, fine. It goes to the next step. But what is that? It going to see for the reconciliation any rules for the thing, which is the what are the attribute that has been given here, has been checking that if has any rule or not. Let me check for service now priority 100. It checks only for approval group asset assigned to group name and OS. We are not sending anything here for that, so it just leaves that. It just leave this priority one and go and check for, see here, and the priority 2 is discovery source will be different, which is credential discovery. So it doesn't check this. And which is third one, which is discovery source is other automated. So for we haven't created any reconciliation rule for this, so it just blindly updated this here. So now we're going to check this by in the service now. We are going to add the serial number. So we are going to save it. Okay. If the serial number changes here, we are going to change the serial number as changed with the changed with discovery source. DS, we'll make it as DS service now. Okay, DS as service now. Let me update it and see it's updated here. If you come here, see it's updating because we given a reconciliation rule as discovery. It should be 100 if the yes. See, discovery sources service now, and the priority is 100. It's for checking. And if we going to see the serial number is also listed here, so it's updating. So open, we will make this change. So let's make the discovery sources land desk. in our background strip. Let me change this. Land disk. I think I spelled right. I think right. Land disk. Sorry, disk. So let me change it. This also. Let me check if it updates or not. Because it is a CA update, right? It's just showing that. Let me come. See, I refreshed. It's not refreshed. Sorry, it's not updated because we given that which is uh, discovery source should be for updating serial number. The device discovery source should be ServiceNow. It should not be other ServiceNow. Other than ServiceNow means it doesn't update the serial number. So this is how the reconciliation rule works. So from this, you can able to understand clearly about identification rule and the reconciliation rule. I can able to deliver the great content to you, and so that's all for today. If you find this video and helpful, give me a thumbs up, like or dislike, which is even more welcome to that. And going back to today's question, which is uh, today, which is what is your most remember table backend name? Kindly comment below to everyone. Uh, Everyone has been having a uh, same table name or different table name. So if you want to get this notification of my video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon, and it will be directly delivered to you at any cost without delay. Thank you so much for watching this video, and once again, take care. Tata, bye bye.